Welcome to yet another unboxing video here on my channel. This is Andy in Singapore. For today's unboxing, we have a Specht Sohne. This is one of their latest models, and I've just removed the outer envelope, revealing the box itself. So before we start, this is a disclaimer. Now, I do not have to send back this watch. I do not have to pay for this watch. Specht Sohne has very generously sent this watch for me to review and to present to you one of their latest models. So this one I've seen before, this packaging. You've got the outer sleeve and the inner box. Whoa! This is like a serious bulging bubble wrap kind of mummified packaging. I'm sure it protects the watch very well. Okay, and this is the watch we are unboxing today. Ta-da! I don't really know the reference number for this model, but as you can see, this is like a homage of the VC222 model. 212 or 222. Alright, and many people will see this as the homage to a Maen Manhattan. I have that watch. I'm going to bring that watch out later on to do a comparison, but the original inspiration for this watch must be the VC222. Everything else is the very standard Specht Sohne packaging. I must tell you, I like their watch cleaning cloth. I use it a lot. Good stuff, alright. And then we also have the hang tag, strap change tool, as well as the warranty card. I took some time to remove all the protective film on the watch, and here it is in its full glory. This is a quartz watch. I must say it looks really good. It looks handsome. When I first handled it, I think seems like there is an improvement in terms of workmanship, in terms of finishing here on the bracelet. So this is powered by a Miyota quartz movement, and there is no seconds hand to it. It's a two-hand movement. But in terms of finishing, I think it looks pretty decent for the price point. You've got a multi-link bracelet that has got this chamfer on the edges of the bracelet. Very standard butterfly clasp with the logo, the Specht Sohne logo that looks like a seagull, I think. A seagull in flight. So the case back here is pretty standard. Oh, that's my reflection. Are you? Okay. Let's do a quick check on the handside alignment. There is a screw down crown, okay. And there is also a ghost date position. So let's quickly go on to do the handset alignment check. 12 o'clock looks good. Three o'clock. Let's go on to 6 o'clock. Alright, seems all good. So perhaps I should stop doing handset alignment checks. I haven't been doing any Seiko unboxing or review, so maybe that's why. Maybe that's why the handset alignment checks are unnecessary at this point. We've got a mostly brush finish on the case and bracelet. Wow, light play here is nice, just like the PRX, as well as the main watch that I had. I still have it, okay, so just gonna bring it out for a comparison. So here's my Maen Manhattan 37 side by side with the Specht Sohne. Well, I think the difference is not very visible through the camera lens, but I assure you, when I'm holding these two watches, it is very evident that the Maen is the finer watch here. But hey, there's a big price difference, of course. In terms of finishing and all that, just take a look at the brushing. Okay, so the Maen Manhattan is all around the finer watch. But that's expected due to the difference in the pricing. So you could argue that this is a homage to this, which is in return a homage to another watch. Well, other differences would include the quartz movement versus the automatic, and we actually have a screw down crown here, and we don't have a screw down crown on the Maen. The Specht Sohne is probably a little bit thicker. I think so, it feels a little bit heavier. Alright, no confirmation on such things because might need a scale to check it out, but overall, at first glance, they are very, very similar. So they've also got a few other color options. I think they have a green and a sky blue version, so I've just selected the dark blue one because I wanted to do a comparison between this one and my Maen. A very nice sunburst blue dial. You can see this light play going on and moving around in this studio light condition. Very simple dial as well. Only the branding at 12 o'clock zone and nothing else, that's about it. Markers are very simple. Hands are a little bit too thin, I think. Zooming out for a wrist shot of this Specht Sohne on my 17cm wrist. I think this one wears very well. Sits low due to the quartz movement. This is a very thin watch. No more than 10 millimeters, I think, so it fits well. Minimal to no lug gaps. Definitely no lug overhangs. Oh, so it's a nice watch. Nice price. Not too expensive for what you're getting. I'm really liking this one, and I do feel that there's been an improvement in terms of the finishing on their watches, on Specht Sohne watches. So maybe I'll do a full detailed review on this one after I play with it for the next few weeks. Alright, so keep a lookout for that one. This is Andy in Singapore. I'll see you soon. Bye bye.